Hey, this is Zyro and Mavu, and we're feedbacking your 1559 RSGPB. If you have any questions, feel free to ping us in your thread. You should be resetting in third person and then changing back to first person when you have a spike. Definitely learn fast looting, I'd say. And also, why are we locking this preview? I guess this is like a 16-minute run, but you should try and lock previews that have word on preview. Um, I'm guessing we just forgot that we got a flint. But it goes without saying you should make the flint and steel. I'm confused. What are we doing? Don't
Right.
right. So don't explode two TNTs like that. Like it's better to just do all your crafts and then just get like mine extra logs, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like that's just a completely unnecessary TNT as well.
Yeah.
It's like you got 8 logs from the first one.
Is this in 1x? Yeah. It's not sped up.
The crafting just felt like very like
It's very
like
race.
one item at a time.
Yeah, it's really fast, but also
Yeah, like the mechanics are there, just like the method of how we do the crafting is
we
far
should
from optimal.
also be in. Yeah, we're not in Quake Pro. Um, learn to be in Quake Pro, especially for this stuff, and you're like looking around for enters and stuff. Should just be in Quake Pro here. I like that we're going toward the spike, but why are we doing this? I'm confused though, like, why aren't we just going towards, is this it? I thought it's like, yeah, it's further. Right, I don't know why we're going down here. Um, interesting decision. But if you are gonna go down in a ravine where there's no magma, your first course of action should be to fill your bucket up. Um, okay, we do that right now. This is interesting. This is mostly fine, but you should, these bottom two blocks should be filled at the end so that you can overlap bringing the water down with it.
I think the portal you should do here is the one where you place the water in the ceiling.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. You essentially just make a 2 block hole in the top and then just drop the water and it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want, I can record myself doing it. So it's like hard to just explain the portal. We should pause on Netherend to avoid the compression of mob spawning because like Uh, when you have less than 8 chunks loaded in, your mobs are going to be spawning at a closer range to you than normal because the normal mob spawning algorithm place mobs up to 128 blocks away from you. So unless you've got unless you've got 128 blocks loaded in, then the like random nether mobs are going to be spawning in closer to you, which can mean if you get like a close bastion, it's going to have a higher chance of getting pigmen in it if like more mobs are spawning inside the bastion.
You want to
And then
focus on
yeah,
this number. You want to pause and make sure that this number goes up. Um, but yeah, and you should also just be E-ring after you unpause instead of looking around since it's not ranked. And I'd advise doing F3C on enter so that your home portal cards are there if in case you need to home portal. This is just terrible.
like look at all the magma cubes that have spawned really close. Like
Yeah,
that's definitely because of the instant unpause.
and I'll also advise you to try doing ear and 10. Um, you save time on RTA, which doesn't particularly matter, but it's cleaner and you can keep toggling it while moving. So it's better that way. Whoa, I wouldn't have done that, but okay.
Yeah, for situations like that, instead of trying to like clutch on the side of the block next to lava, usually it's just going to be like one deep lava next to the like lava ocean shore, so you can just like place a block through the lava on the floor.
I'm like really confused where we're trying to go because we've just gone sort of, I don't remember the direction, but now we're going the other way. Or not the other way, but a different direction. So I saw 80 entities. Okay, it's right here. Triple stables, I'll assume. Um, yeah, and you should just practice being on Quake Pro the entire time so that you don't have to mess with FOV.
Yeah, we should just mine through the back of the leftmost rampart if we want to play triple triple, and then if we want to play double triple, you just mine through the back of the middle rampart. And yeah, this is maybe that you don't know double triple stables, but if not, then you should just learn it
I hope we
because you
don't
would
get
already be
gap.
trading.
No, please, no. So this is like the most perfect stables for RSG. You have 3 ramparts, which is 12 gold blocks, excluding the ones you're gonna get from chest. Like, you shouldn't be playing gap here at all.
Like triple triple stables is like 12 gold blocks with like 17 pigs and 9 chests.
Yep.
It's just like the most high quality bastion out there is. And then also, yeah, it was exposed at the top of the bastion, so you can quickly leave the bastion when you get all your trades compared to gap most of the time because gap is just lower down in the nether.
And we have
The
much fewer pigs. I mean, like, we're playing gap fine, but this is just a wrong decision.
yeah,
Why do we still have doors in our hotbar? I think we should have thrown that out. You can dig up 2 blocks and then just get both the chests at the same time instead of doing this. And here you should be clearing away stuff that you're not gonna get from trades again. So like these blocks, this gilded blackstone, cobblestone, gravel. Well, you're gonna get another stack of gravel, so you can get rid of it right now. Flint and steel, etc. Oh my god. We should also be using this time to. Oh my god, what are we doing? Sleep of fate. Please don't ever. I assume we just walked off accidentally, but don't ever.
Uh,
You should always just boat down. Even top runners would just boat down.
but if you can drag quite consistently, then it's fine. But yeah,
Yeah, but
apart from that, yeah.
split string, throw, cobblestone, blackstone, book. Nope. We don't split
We
string.
should also we should use fire charges instead of flint and steel because you don't pick up extra flint and steel from trades, but you do pick up extra from fire charges. And then yeah, for splashing fire res, you want to crouch and throw it at your feet to get the like consistent 2 minutes 54 seconds. And on that bastion leave, we just threw it at the wall next to us, and it looks like we only had 1 minute 30 left already. It's like
Yikes.
splashing against the wall is really inconsistent. So we might run out of fire res before we blind here.
I like that we're going up top, but you should have reduced your render. We have
Yeah,
a. What is this band called again? I keep forgetting. Warped
warped
something.
forest.
Yeah, and it's over a lava lake. It should just. You should be getting tons of strays.
Yeah, like even even if you don't like forcing dynamic render distance, you should play it on Salton Valley, Warped Forest, and any Lava Lake Fortress, and especially on a Lava Lake Warped Forest or Lava Lake Salton Valley. Because
Is
like
that just 5 for 5? Or,
um, I don't know.
oh,
I know like the last two drops I did.
we see our spawner. Okay, you. So we're. You could have gone up here where there's terrain already instead of going up like this. This would probably be much faster.
So when we're playing like strays, you generally want to blind early, so that you can kind of force a pearl hang towards the fortress. So that, like, even if you have to go the opposite way, not towards the fortress, towards the stronghold. So even if you have to go the opposite way of the stronghold to get to your final blazes, then you can just unhang that pearl, and it's going to get you like much closer to the stronghold than you would have if you'd blinded at the end of the fortress split. So there, I think we threw out sticks, which was just bad because you want to use sticks to craft gold pickaxes or a bow.
Yeah, they have crossbow, but no gold pick. This is also your spawner's charged up and you're in the spawner at 2 hearts. Um, so it's just being more careful about that.
We should have crafted eyes in the nether.
Yeah, you can pre-craft eyes so that when you come out, you just immediately do your measuring and then you can go back. Blacksmith.
So I don't hate going to the village for food here, but I think to the right of our nether enter portal, I saw pigs, which would have been
Yeah,
better than running all the way over here.
you can also offhand your bucket and then have axe in your main slot so you can hit them really quickly.
Also, with a lava, if you just two damage tick the pigs, and then like punch them with the axe, they die. So
Here,
instead of
what I
having
would
to
have
like,
done is. Okay, go on, sorry.
yeah, yeah, you just don't have to wait for the axe to charge up to like deal enough damage to kill them. Yeah,
So I was saying that I'd probably death reset here and then hang up her back. I don't know if that's too advanced, but I feel like that way you wouldn't have to waste your food immediately and you would have not had to spend so much time. Also, I'm assuming it was done on the obsidian, but be more careful about splashing your fire res in the portal frame.
I liked that we looked in the direction of the stronghold when we re-entered, but we didn't pearl hang towards it immediately on re-entry, which is what you should be doing when you're not able to leave immediately. And yeah, now we are just like, now it's just a little like thinking time here, and we're trying to figure out how to get to the stronghold.
Why aren't we just purling up top? There's terrain here. So I'm confused. Why aren't we purling?
Yeah, I think if they'd made all the gold pickaxes, it'd be really easy to commit to like any decent terrain here, because even if you think it might close off, you can just use the gold
Yeah.
pickaxes to like kind of ignore that.
I mean, it's interesting. I assume if if you should be purling here, and if you're not purling here, I assume it's like right here. But we've been running for a while now.
I mean, yeah, pearling when we're in like the like foresty area with a load of trees is like sure, but then there was like 10-15 seconds of just running on flat terrain, which we could have pearled, but because we
Yeah,
had loads of extra pearls and food.
there's just no purling at all. We're just running the entire way.
Yeah,
Um,
why are we not? Yeah, why didn't we pearl across
why
this
didn't we
gap?
purl across
Like,
this exactly? And then
but even better, I think, would be just be pearling down into the lava lake, because you're fixing your Y level to be like closer to like Y35, and you're also getting across. Like, yeah, you could have just pearled down into that lava where the quartz are,
and
and just
here,
built up a
instead of
little.
like doing this weird staircase where you're mining like four netherrack at a time, you should have just purled into one by one, sprinted all the way to your chords, and then just dug down. This is like most definitely slower. Even now, we're just mining the netherrack. You should just be purling into the one by one and then going for it.
It looks like there was just like terrain right next to quartz that we could have pearled on.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, so like that whole last part of like second portal terrain could have been done in about 5-6 seconds
yeah, and we spent like a
compared to that.
bit
Yeah,
backtracking to the starter is fine. You should be doing okay. So we're doing hitboxes, but if you're going to the 5A, then I might as well just use the torch hitbox. Okay, so thin and then toggle. Okay. So yeah, you might as well just use the torch hitbox at that point. Um, I'd also recommend using the book for these like 2x2 crafts, like crafts that you can do in the crafting grid. Um, uh,
uh, when we saw the portal room, we should have known like we have two extra cooked pork chops. We can just pearl at the portal room and then
Yeah.
overlap the eat animation on the end then to like mitigate losing all the health or losing the 2.5 hearts from the pearl.
I'm like really confused why we're just not pearl happy here. Like this should just be you're entering it's exposed. Like you don't even need to care about the why. You just pearl in this direction. It doesn't matter. But instead we're wasting time building blocks up again and then doing this.
Yeah, it wasn't even a sprint jump pearl either.
Yeah. This is like back M91 I think. But if you don't know zero it doesn't matter. But the point is that you have like so much food. You have more than enough pearls. You should just be pearling away. Um,
Um, there's no point jumping with the crossbow because it doesn't shoot. It always shoots with the exact same velocity. So like jumping before shooting doesn't help.
and
Yeah,
also, you should probably high roll for perch instead of. Um, I guess it's fine, but yeah, most RC players would just high roll a perch instead of doing half bow. It's more of a rank thing. And you should be standing behind the circle of towers because when the Dragon Ball shoots you, correct me if I'm wrong, but it requires less nodes to go to its perch state instead of now you're
yeah,
standing here, so it's gonna be slower and less chances, I believe.
yeah, yeah. And also like we're standing really close, but we've got a pearl anyway. So like,
Yeah, there's just you should just be standing as far as possible, and then going further only when the dragon comes close to this area. Yeah, I just don't understand why we're not very pearl happy. Um, and also, going this high up is like you're increasing your chances of your dragon just knocking you off. You shouldn't be doing that. Why is the bitrate just dropped like crazy?
real the dragon's breath.
Oh, oh right, you're right.
Yeah, and also we've like pillared up so high, we were at risk of like being hit off by the dragon.
Yeah, I said that, but you should you should take cue from just that. Like that's slight turning into the thing. Like you should just know then that you're supposed to pearl. And we're going in. You're facing the wrong direction. So you see that the dragon rotates this side, which means you have to stand this side. Um, but we stood the wrong way. Which is this works, but your bed should be delayed by like 1 second, and you get good damage still. So yeah, just overworld. We didn't need to do that extra TNT. You should just be locking previews that have wood in it if you're planning to play out BTs and stuff. I assume this is PB. I don't actually know if it is or not. But if you have like a 16-minute PB, um, yeah, just practice playing out, practice locking better previews. You should be doing the portal where you place the water on the ceiling and then doing it. If you want a clip of that map, we can send it later. On enter, you should be pausing to let your client chunk cache (CCC) that value load in, so that you don't have mobs in your structures or mobs. I say zombie piglins in a structure.
Yeah, hoglins as well.
Yeah. Terrain is just whack. But we saw that it's triple triple from the back, and instead of going from the back, we just went to the front and then played gap, which is suboptimal and the wrong play. So something to keep in mind next time. Inventory sorting was okay. Uh, the fort, we should have decreased render, looking at the fact that this is warped and it's over a lava basin or lava lake. Excuse me. And then just like not purling, I think we lost like several minutes to just running the entire way to the chords, and then that entire digging sequence, which you could have been one pearl and saving you like multiple. I think close to a minute, just like digging into this wall.
Yeah, like being aware of how much health and food you have and making good use of it in the end game is like a
Yeah,
big problem.
you have two pork chops. Like worst case scenario, you're just at resetting in the portal room, but then you should just be chucking since it's chucking pearls. I mean, since pork chops are like the best food. Um, Preemptive was really good, and then we just didn't stand behind the towers, and we did half bow and wrong side one cycle. Is there anything else?
Um, Forcing the gold pickaxes when we have extra gold as well.
Yeah, extra gold
It wouldn't
would.
have been super relevant on this one, but it often is.
Yeah, you should just practice pre-crafting that when you have the opportunity.
Yeah,
Um,
I
I
think that's
think
everything
that's
though.
it. If you have any questions, feel free to ping us in a thread. Thanks.